Being surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. That's not loneliness. That's your brain firing a pain signal. No, and not a small one. Neuroscientist John Cacioppo at the University of Chicago found that loneliness hits the same part of your brain as physical pain. Not something similar, the exact same thing, which means if you ever walked out of a party or a full day with people feeling worse than when you walked in, and your brain wasn't overreacting, it was telling you something was missing. And the thing that was missing isn't what most people assume. Here's what we are getting to. Why adding more people to your life makes this worse, not better, and what your brain is actually checking for when it decides if you are alone or not. Because it's not the number of people, it never was. The US Surgeon General declared loneliness a public health crisis in 2023, but what he actually found was way more specific than that. The loneliest people in the data weren't the ones with nobody. They were the ones with plenty of connection and no real depth in any of them. Is how to check where are you right at now. Think about your 5 closest people. How many of them actually know your real fears? Not the cleaned up version, the actual ones. If the answer is 0 or 1, your brain is registering loneliness right now. Doesn't matter how full your social calendar looks. And here's what makes this so hard to fix the way most people try. Because when you feel lonely, the instinct is to add more people, more plans, more group chats, more stuff on the calendar. And none of it works because you are solving for the wrong thing. And most people never even think to look at what the right thing actually is. But once you say it, the loneliness makes complete sense. Before I get to that, be honest in the comments. How many people in your life actually know the real you? Not the version you show up as, the actual you. Just drop the number 0, 1, 2. That number explains everything. Here's why adding more people doesn't fix this kind of loneliness. Every new person you meet, you show up as the safe version first, the agreeable one, the one who doesn't say the thing they are actually thinking, the one who laughs at the right times and doesn't ask anything too real. So you end up with more people who like who you perform, not who you are. And the loneliness doesn't go away, it gets worse. Because now you are surrounded by more proof that nobody actually knows you. Here's the thing about the kind of loneliness we are talking about. We have more ways to connect than any generation that's ever existed, and we are using all of them to show each other the perform version. The highlight, the filtered, the safe, and then we wonder why after hours of being social, we feel more alone than ever before we even open the app. Because connection without being known isn't really connection. It's just company. And company without being known is the loneliest thing that there is. Here's the full answer to why nobody knows the real you. And it's not because you're closed off or damaged or bad connection. It's the sequence. Research kept finding the same thing in lonely people. They wait until they feel safe before they are real. But you don't feel safe first and then open up. You have to be real before you feel safe, not after. So they stay safe, they perform, they stay lonely. Because the sequence is backwards. And nobody told them. One moment of being real, saying one true thing you'd normally keep to yourself, that's the other person that we can actually talk here. And how they respond tells you everything about whether this relationship has any real depth. Think about how many years people spend building a social life that looks full from the outside, calendar packed, group chats active, never technically alone, and completely hollow on the inside. Can't explain it, can't fix it, just keeps adding more people. That's not a personality problem. That's someone who never learned that depth means going first. 3 things that actually start to move this. 1. In your next real conversation with someone close, say one true thing you normally leave out. Not a confession, not heavy, just one real thing. See what it does to the energy between you. 2. Ask one question you actually want the answer to. Not a socially safe one, something you are actually curious about. 3. When someone gets real with you, don't deflect or fix it. Just say, I hear you, that makes sense. Witnessing someone is somewhere more intimate than any advice you could give them. You are not lonely because your life is empty. You are lonely because the real version of you hasn't had a room to exist in yet. The loneliness was never about how many people you have. It was always about the distance between who you are and who you let them see. Close that distance, even a little, and something changes. If you want more videos that go this deep into what's actually going on, subscribe. That's all this channel does.